Hi, everybody. 5:15 on what turned out to be a decent Monday. Pretty much the day we thought we would have. The chilly start this morning. A lot of you had frosty conditions. At least for Portland, we had some morning sun. Then the clouds have started to move in. I do want to show you the temperature difference. So Portland, 55 degrees. So far, that is reported as the high. So it's either going to be 55 or 56 today. But look down in Salem, 46. And if you scroll down to where's Eugene at? Thought I had Eugene on this map, but I don't. But the last time I looked at Eugene, it was 42 degrees, I think. So basically, these clouds have come up into Portland, arrived early morning in the Mid Valley and South Valley, Salem down to Eugene. And because of that, if you're watching this video from, say, Corvallis, you never really warmed up. The clouds were thick enough to pin the temperatures down. So mid 50s, Portland, Vancouver, up to the north, quite a bit cooler when you drop down to the south. So far, no rain out there in our immediate area. East winds are breezy in some spots to about 20, but so far, in terms of out near the gorge, they really haven't ignited. We're going to keep that forecast for some east winds overnight tonight and tomorrow, but nothing extreme, like a noticeable breeze. Maybe we get winds out near the gorge if they come to life a little bit, kicking to about 35. But that low center that we're tracking so far has been staying offshore far enough that it really hasn't pulled that much of an east wind. Anyway, I wanted to point out that big temperature discrepancy. So we have the storm system that starts to arrive overnight tonight. I mean, the system it's driving it, I'll show you in a moment on satellite, never comes inland. But it will start spiraling up bands of rain overnight tonight. We'll see occasional shots of rain or passing bands of rain tomorrow. The one watch or warning area I have is for snow up in the Cascades. So the purple color is a winter weather advisory for the Mount Hood area, the crest of the Cascades. This doesn't look to be a big storm, but I still think Mount Hood resorts pick up at least 6 inches tonight through tomorrow. Maybe it's 8, 9, 10 at higher elevations of 5,000 feet and above if we get a couple good moisture bands. The Weather Service has actually included a winter storm warning on the east flank of the Cascades, and this does include down into Central Oregon, including Sun River, where because there's a low offshore, I'm going to show you in a moment, but the winds are going to come around and then hit the Cascades, so you'll get upslope winds on the east flank of the Cascades. Normally, it would be a Pacific front that would give us upslope winds on the west side. So my point is, if you're traveling, you could find intensified heavier snow rates as once you go through Mount Hood and Government Camp and start driving down to Central Oregon, they could end up with 14 inches of snow in some spots. So a big FYI if you're traveling. Okay, let's take a look at first our the cloud band. Here's that solid cloudiness across Oregon now, thicker as you drop to the south. Again, that helped pin the temperatures down. I think, let's see here. Well, let's look at a couple of these. It's a really impressive little comma-shaped swirl offshore. That's the low center right there. But notice, here's the Oregon coast. The low is really staying quite a ways out, farther out than it looked like a couple of model runs ago, or at least a couple of days ago. So again, I'm not sure if winds ever get more than just past the breezy stage or not. They may just hold 10, 20, 25 miles per hour overnight and tomorrow. This low is still going to continue to drop down off the coast of California and then eventually should be moving inland. But that might not happen until, let's say, Thursday. Here's another way to look at this system. Let me pull this over. So this has all the upper level contours on it. So you can see it's a 528 low. That is really deep, especially for this time of the year, and pretty gosh darn chilly. So again, the circulation around this, we're just starting to get into that east wind flow, but you can see it's definitely starting to go more down to the south. Anyway, that's what we're tracking for the next couple of days. So I talked about traveling. Here's a look at what temperatures are doing right now on Mount Hood. 25 up at Timberline, 33 at Meadows. You can see the chairs are open on this Monday. Of course, it's Oregon spring break, right? At Ski Bowl, 28 degrees there. There'll be night skiing, it looks like. I'm going 5 to 8 inches for the Mount Hood resorts. Let me see here. Okay, it's done this before. Anyway, 5 to 8 inches tomorrow at the Mount Hood resorts. Thursday looks dry. Wednesday looks dry. And then we have more systems coming in Friday, 4 to 6. And Saturday could be 6 to 10 inches of snow up there. The front that I'm tracking here comes in Friday night. So current timing would have heavier snow into Saturday morning. So kind of gives you an idea. We've got the travel concerns for the mountains developing later tonight through tomorrow, then some dry weather. and then snow picks up Friday again, Friday night and Saturday. Here's Government Camp right now, 33. I will expect the Cascade passes to be snow covered. Sorry, once we get into the day tomorrow, 33 degrees there. Okay, 7-day forecast. Here we go. Again, a big thank you to Hazeldale Tire Pros up here in Hazeldale and Clark County for sponsoring this. So for tomorrow, I think we'll wake up in the 40s. I'm going 44 in town. I think we'll still at least get up into the 50s with occasional shots of rain coming through. Modeling has been indicating that there could be some heavier downpours with this. I don't really anticipate any lightning, and I think the hail chance tomorrow is even pretty slight. I think it's just rain with some heavier downpours, which seem to be fairly stable. We'll be watching the east winds. I've lowered Thursday's and Wednesday's temperatures a bit. I'm still going 60 on Wednesday. I've taken Thursday down to 58. I was going 63, 63. And then Friday morning looks like it's dry. And in fact, maybe we stay dry much of Friday afternoon, with this mainly being late day or evening rain into Friday night. Models give us, by the way, about up to a quarter of an inch of total rain on average tomorrow up and down I-5 in Portland, Salem, and Vancouver. They give us a half of an inch or more Friday overnight alone. So that's a pretty good soak into Saturday. And then Sunday showers and Monday showers. Now notice these lows will start next week. 48 the high on Sunday and 48 the high on Monday. So again, that's really chilly stuff for this time of the year, struggling to get out of the 40s. I have snow levels right now, the back half of this upcoming weekend behind that Friday front, dropping down to 1,500 feet, maybe a little bit lower. You see the low temperatures are in the 30s. This could be another situation where by the time the weekend gets here, I'm telling you, sticking snow spots down to 500 feet, which is a little crazy for this time of the year, no doubt about that. Okay, it was kind of an abbreviated weathercast, just focusing on the rain bands at times coming in tonight and tomorrow. No severe weather chance. I really don't think any hail. I really don't think any thunder and lightning. The next front end is coming in Friday night, Saturday. That's a good rainmaker. And we got those colder snow levels again this upcoming weekend. Those are the headlines. Thanks for using my weather channel here on YouTube.